God, is it me or does Nintendo? You can't see it now, but Nintendo's been tweeting like crazy. My God, you can tell that the guy that's tweeting, is super excited for something because he's just been going ham the last since the first. Honestly, if we're being honest, he changed on the first because he went from a decent amount of Twitter. I keep calling them Twitter posts and tweets. He's come to full circle and at least tripled that because now it's just constantly Nintendo Directs and Nintendo screenshots of Pokemons, which is always fun because I don't have the game. And you know what? A lot of people, and even myself in some situations, would say, hey, stop showing it to me. It's getting old. But hey, Pokemon Arceus, the best way to play that game is to not play it. It's to watch all the videos and stuff and to don't watch the original Nintendo versions because the graphics look like ass. And when you try to screen record that and capture it over, it just looks worse. Look for the guys who are emulating the thing at like 4K or at 1080p, with anti-aliasing mods and stuff in and shaders. Watch that. That's how Pokemon Arceus will come alive. Mark my words, the first person who throws a shader on it in an emulator or has already done so probably understands that changed the whole game. There's an issue with the last couple games, like Sword and Shield, where I don't care if it's not linear. What I care about is when all the trees look like ass, when the textures are low quality, when I know you could have got away with high quality, when you're not compressing your DRAM and you're just letting textures be full spaced out and compression wouldn't change them visibly at all. When you could have just compressed every texture in the game, compress the whole fucking ISO if you have to, so that all the textures are much smaller so you can have more RAM free. Because when the textures aren't, you can keep them compressed all the way through RAM and back. You can even use ZRAM. You can do different methods. People just don't want to do it. So I want to run this, but it's just gonna break really bad. My acid reflux spiked really bad just now. If you're wondering why. While I'm at it, a donation to the channel would be welcome. I say this because this could totally help me get coffee. Then it's kind of expensive, but there is coffee that, first of all, already has powdered cream and shit in it. It's basically like a cappuccino, but these aren't cappuccinos. These are like full on coffees and lattes and shit like that. Frappuccinos, and like you just add hot water. And then they even come with like cans of whipped topping and stuff. And I'm not allowed to endorse. I have to be a partner with them. I asked if I could sponsor them, and they were like, no. We try to moderate that thing, so I'm not allowed to say who they are, and I can't hint at it. But just try to find your own local custom coffee maker who makes all-in-ones. I'm trying to remember exactly what they called it. It's an all-in-one basically. You can actually get cappuccino mixes nowadays like that, pretty much everywhere. My mic was not plugged in. I hopefully it doesn't sound bad, man. But this coffee maker, if I ever get endorsed, I'll have to buy enough of it. But it's low acid coffee too. So if I could get a hold of it, my first bundle I want is like $50, and that should last like a month or two. And I just want to try low acid coffee because oh my god, caffeine I can have, acid I cannot have. I'm like it. What it does is it makes me negative. Uh, it makes me give up everything. I've been trying to say that for years. It doesn't let you unless you're strong enough. I'm now strong enough to resist it and say, "Hey,
if your stomach hurts, it can ruin your whole entire mood. The headache, same way. Arthritis just makes me want to move more, not less, because I know that it's from not moving enough. So I get the fear in me and not moving again ever. Um, just watching me, making sure that my mouth moves on time. Yeah, everything's good. I got a little bit of because I don't need to have monitor on because these aren't sound ceiling. I can hear me. I'm sure my voice sounds weird. I'm conflicted with my voice. Yeah, so many of my friends only know me by my voice. They've never even looked up my face. Not even if I put it up, they don't even look. Because they don't want to know my face. It's not that they don't want to know the real me. It's that they like the me that they've already met. Who they didn't have to learn his face. But most everyone, especially on my Discord, everyone's seen my face. And we've all been through fucking hell. I mean, you've seen some of the videos. We've fought straight hackers and just burned them. When I say we messed their game up and ruined their day, they turned their hacks on thinking, oh yay, Santa's coming to town, he's gonna get real good, he's gonna get all them gifts and take them from all the kids and then open them himself, right? And we were like, no, 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 those are for the children. We came in and fucking took everything from them. Everything. I've recorded games where we blew them straight away. Where I myself personally, and even in some cases, only specifically me were able to do it. Just destroyed hackers day in and day out. And it started to get so bad that I was starting to get mad because they just would not go away. They started to track me. They started to follow me through games. They started to be just bullies. I don't know why I'm talking at the... What in the fuck? Is it save? That's a lie. Yes is a lie. The answer was no. 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 That hurt. That murdered my frame rate, first of all. I put the Von Doom. It's not the Von Doom pack. That's on the Minecraft shop or something. Or you gotta pay for it on Patreon, I think. Oh. Yeah, just like a whole empire. Just right fucking here. Everything, Dungeon Craft is just... I mean, you can see they're not really a threat. They're fucking blind. Okay, yeah, never move twice unless you have to. Check first. Because you might just move again, panicking, and fall even further in and die. Oh. You guys don't understand. The extent of Dungeon Craft is absolutely ridiculous. Look at this shit. Look at it kill the frame rate, just murdering it. Mostly because of these little designs on everything. It's literally just why it's freaking out. The answer is no. The answer is if I try to go in there, I die. It's because we're near one of those bamboo things, or we were. I've actually been to some of the coasts everywhere. See, this is like a... Yar. I'm not allowed to go near. That's why they're showing bars. Look at these. These trees have glass incorporated in it. What the fuck? And then you got these like floating crystals. They're just crazy. Christmas time, baby. What the fuck is that? Should I go look at it? It looks interesting. No, you're that thing I heard about. You're impossible to stop. Ugh, fuck off. God damn it. You're a pain in the ass. No. 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 It ain't right. It's just some things are not right. Just... What are they fighting? I mean, our new village is sick, but... everything outside of it kills us. This is now the only place to be. I mean, these ladies will get boring after a while. They don't do anything. Oh, fuck. What is it? Is that terracotta? Yeah, there's like some kind of wizard over there. Wherever those assholes are, there's like random lightning. This is a base right here, I think. We can go check it out. Maybe I won't die over here. They don't care. Look at that. I'm just coming over. Cabbage? Ew. Get that shit out of here. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is it? Iron nugget? Steel nugget. Now that's important. A Chocodile banner. More steel nuggets. And a dead beetle. I don't want a goddamn beetle. What the fuck do you think I want a beetle for? These don't really notice us. They're kind of... My game tells me when it's time to go to bed. Hi. I would appreciate it if you would just not see me. Be blind for like a while. You won't eat me. Promise this. Yeah, there's like these little bases. They're adorable. Nice. Gotta get back in. Oh my god. Our kingdom is set on the edge of a cliff. I can't remember if it was that these are not 16x textures. Free memory is awfully low. Maybe... Oh! I bet you this texture pack is 64x. And they've mislabeled it or something like that. It feels far too detailed. I didn't sit and count the pixels. And I could probably just do that. But yeah, that's it. Minecraft. So... The Glazing pack is the lowest pack that I could find. That is... possibly possible. I'm probably gonna run out and smoke in a minute. It's actually warm enough, quote, to go out and smoke cigarettes. I mean, it was always warm enough, but I just didn't want to talk about it. Because I don't like reminding myself that it's cold out. And that's why sometimes we would just smoke in our room. I know how to get the smell out of anything, so... Does this fix the memory? It went up significantly, so. It is certainly more playable than before. Are these all buttons? They're all just buttons. Everyone's taking a bath over here. Everything's running just a little better now. I mean, the frame rate maybe not doing great. You know what I mean? But that's probably just because it's well, hang on. We could remove a ton of blocks around our perimeter. I don't know if we have occlusion culling, which is stuff off screen. View bobbing off. I kind of like view bobbing on. Render chunk 5. Textile. Let's see. We got 39, 37, 39, 36. Watch the aliasing on the blocks. Jaggies now. Interesting. So what did that do? I saw something change. The tree leaves. Texel. So is a texel these little tiny squares? Huh. Interesting. So graphics. Well, that's mislabeled, but let's turn it off, see what it does. Nothing changed. That was weird. Screen animations. I wish I could disable these. Debug text. Oh, I can just disable that. It's real nice. Yeah, we're being invaded. We're currently being invaded by one of these big fucking idiots. It's a beautiful view. I mean, it's just... it ain't my house. My house is actually somewhere else. Oh, excuse you, stinky dog. I guess you just live here now. Oh man, he's stinky. He needs his butt wiped. Smelly. Shoo-wee, man. Did you step in shit or something and I didn't notice it? That's never good. Are you just stinky today or something? Or was you eating poo again? Being weird. What? Akimgoyo. Flower Knights. Okay. And? Is that fucking guy gone? Did he fall into oblivion? Yeah, there used to be dudes in here, but then they fucking just... They just died. Oh. Anyways. Damn. I wouldn't know that was a crossbow normally. Damn, I hit him in the face. That's fucked up. I'm gonna leave the scene of the crime. That guard didn't see shit. So this game does lag a lot. That would have been a... He didn't die. He's been here all along. Fuck off. I'll kill the monster maiden. I just got a whole level from that. It's fair. I didn't question it until I was really close. And then my brain was like, oh yeah, aren't these the fucking Mr. Bubbles from Lilo and Stitch that murder you? Yes, they are. The answer to that was yes. That was the Mr. Bubbles. Or something like him. Some man in black. Being a bad. He just left? Oh. Damn, he died in one hit. No way. Well, they're not fucking scary no more. What's this? Give it. It has loot in it. I want it now. 7 bread. I mean, it's better than no bread, right? I can't pick it up. It won't go in my inventory. Oh, well, what? I can't pick it up with something on my hand? I don't want to be here. I'm just... lagging sucks. I want a better phone. I want an 870. The fastest ones. I could climb this tree right here. Yeah, you're definitely gonna die for this. Gold ingots. Care if I just steal from you? They're functioning properly as they can be. They're just going down. This seems like it's bad. Oh. What was that? Stuff doesn't want to go after me, really. What's this? There are... apparently, there's natural giant mansions. Is this just town? No. You haven't killed it yet? Teamwork. You don't believe me? You're mean. Now, is this the same village as before? Probably. I didn't go far, so there's like not many other places I could end up. No, it's the same place. Same damn hole right there. We don't want to go down there yet. Do we? I'm pretty sure the answer is fucking no. It's like you shouldn't go down here. Wow, this seems fucked. And on that note, I think I'm gonna end this here, so you guys can see how much fun we've had. Because I just got kind of nauseous, and also we just died, so. I got nauseous because I saw how deep this fucking thing is. I'll try again. My whole thing is that I realize how long this might take. That is what shot me. Uh-oh. That's bad. Not having dynamic lights, like in Minecraft Java, is super aggravating. Dynamic lights are important. No one's even done it other than Rayon that I'm aware of, and it's laggy because it has to make a light source that didn't usually exist, and the game already lags for me. We won't explain why that's happening. Why would the game lag for Master? It won't lag for me when I play, and I just play regular Minecraft. Well, I'm pretty sure none of this nonsense is in yours. That's another kingdom, right? That's the one we don't want to go to. That fucking kills us. Kill ourselves first. So yeah. Find silk. Oh. I don't know what it does, but... These are gold ingots. Huh. And trapdoor, a baguette. Oh my god, it's a baguette. It's a weapon too. Oh my god. Who thinks of this shit? So, obviously we're not going to be able to use Dungeon Craft, as I've proven that it It murders your frame rate. I mean, if you don't believe me here, I'll show you again what the frame rate is. And we could turn off the thing, but then the camera will be not smooth. 39, 40, but you gotta realize that we're also recording, so the shader is already doing a lot to the point that it can actually make or break the video. It can basically rip the bitrate apart or make it super obvious. Now, while this is super cool and all, it's not proper for this phone. So I would just be pushing the phone too hard. So in the next one, I'm going to have a much more refined... I need to go through Dungeon Craft. And then I need to talk to the dev of Dungeon Craft, because it also has a normal Minecraft version. You can just use it on your regular Minecraft on PC and all that. But this Android Dungeon Craft keeps wanting to spawn tons and tons of shit, and there's this Lord of the Rings mod I like a lot, because at first it's not really obvious, but there's this thing, you know, our village by the water we had. Well, that's the thing. There were enemy orcs that would not drown, so there was like 50,000 of them fucking saved up. So we'll make a new world and all that stuff in the next one. But I just showing you what I'm capable of doing so far. This isn't really a playthrough video like the others. More of an example of what I know. So I know how to get all the mods working and shaders on Minecraft Pocket Edition. And there's like virtually nothing can stop me at this point. We got Optifine Arcade on the main menu, but we have Bedrocktomize on. And I have tried switching from Bedrocktomize to Optifine Arcade to Optifine PE. It doesn't matter what you do. If you have a Snapdragon 845 and it's not overclocked, your game is going to lag. An 855 and up seems fine. 865 and 870 being optimal. I can't say that Minecraft was better on a 888 Snapdragon because everything was actually worse by about 30%. That's just the OnePlus 9 for you. The OnePlus 9 Android 12 update literally nerfs 30% of the gaming performance. That's not a joke. It literally does it. And it lags everything. And they're not going to fix it for like 2 years. So what's the point of getting the fucking slowest phone on earth? It literally was slower than... I mean, just because it can run a game smooth doesn't mean it's not doing something wrong. Getting low frame rates anyways, and the thing got super hot? No thanks. That's why I also glad it broke and I got rid of it, because the thing was just going to end up making me mad. It kept getting worse and worse and worse. I'm glad it finally catastrophically failed because of their update. I didn't want a OnePlus phone anyways. Every time I get a phone, there's some fucking stupid crazy issue that I have. We don't even want to get started on how I felt about the OnePlus 8. Great phone till they fucking start messing with software. How you gonna have half-ass gaming settings? Like everybody else has overclocks and shit and you just don't? You have a thermal cooling unit. I'm pretty sure you needed it on the 888. And if you didn't put one in, you're fucking stupid. And that's why LG failed, wasn't because of the cooling. It's because they wouldn't adopt mainstream processors. The 870 was around and they didn't use it. And they lost millions of dollars because of that. And the millions of dollars they needed to keep going, they didn't have because they obviously just lost it. From not using the 865 enough, not using the... I mean, come on. The V60, the thing's humongous. Everyone else had super slim phones, but that V60 was just a giant chunk of glass and metal, and it wouldn't fit GameSir X2s. They had to remake the GameSir X2 to be slightly longer so that it could fit phones like that. And I kept wondering how the fuck people were fitting it in. And then I realized the D-pads are different. So I looked at the D-pad and noticed that they had the one piece, Game Boy D-pad version of the GamePad X3 basically. And it turns out that one's longer. It opens up wider. So they were able to fit their LG V60s and shit like that. ROG Phone 5 and the big 6.9-inch phone and shit like that. And I had it OnePlus 9 and it was just a giant chunk of metal and glass. And I swear to God, the OnePlus 8 was almost no different. Just a big metal and glass thing that performed well enough, I guess, but it just didn't meet my expectations of what a flagship should do. If I had to rate the OnePlus 8, I'd say maybe like a 6 out of 10. And then the OnePlus 9 is getting like 0. You're not getting any points. Fuck that. When your performance is worse than an 865, I'm sorry, but you need to go. It was. I'd rather play on my OnePlus 8 than my OnePlus 9 when I had them. I had them both at the same time. And I preferred using my OnePlus 8 because the OnePlus 9, I don't care how much faster you are. If you shit lagging out all the time from low RAM, always using up all my RAM. 8 gigs of RAM, still didn't have a RAM extension feature. Still didn't have... I could go on about the software being slow and awful. Android 11, don't go to Android 12 or you're losing 25-30% of your performance. I'm sorry. I did tests and tests and tests and then updated and did tests and tests and tests. And then when I downgraded, that was the last time I got to see Android 11 because they were like, oh, we hotfixed Android 12. Now it doesn't do that based on your findings. And I was like, okay. Download Android 12. I'm ready. Let's do this. Same performance. No. Hard bricked my phone. Don't know why. It shouldn't have been possible. I don't even want to get into it with anyone about how it was possible. Because it was. Because their kernel was not secured. And they claimed that it was secured. And the kernel got corrupted somehow. It made an instruction where there wasn't one needed or something like that. It basically took what's known as a file size, an MD5 and like a checksum, and it made all of that stuff useless because it basically just did it wrong anyways and massively killed the phone. My friend Ilya never recovered the phone. He never figured out why it would work. It still doesn't it doesn't turn on. Whatever it did erased everything the phone ever was. It acted like it flashed, but it never wrote anything. So it like erased everything, but then that was it. It like freaked out after it erased the phone. So sad moment for me when that happened, and I was like, why isn't my phone turning back on, Oh, maybe it freaked out and shut off, and then I was like, oh god, I was just updating an operating system and it shut off, and then the two things came together, and I tried and tried and tried, and he tried and tried and tried. None of us could save it. OnePlus refused to believe that it was broken. I have messages where they were like, send me evidence, and I'm like, I can't, the phone doesn't turn on anymore. How am I took pictures of the phone and sent them in. Literally, it didn't matter. I was like, it doesn't matter. There's no branding on the fucking phone. There's this really vague thing you'll never see because of the way the lighting works on cameras. It kept overexposing it no matter what I did. I tried turning the lights off, then it was just too dark. Turning the lights on, covering half the light, dimming the light halfway, didn't matter. There was no way to get it refracted from that glass without a human eye. Or without a 4K lens, which I did not have. Because that camera died because that phone died. So the OnePlus 8 was stuck with its 1080p camera or whatever, and it was just like... not enough to see those tiny letters, and they didn't matter anyways because they kept asking for the IMEI. And I was like, bro, that's non-existent anymore. That thing was erased the second this thing freaked out and died during your update. And they're like, well, where did you get it from? We can help refund or get it repaired. And I'm like, you can't fix this, first of all. And I was like, even if you could fix it, you're just going to charge me the same amount as a normal phone. They were like, no, we'll give you a little discount. And I'm like, no. I gave up all my property. I'm not going to go buy another one of your broken ass phones. Are you kidding me? Because not only am I complaining about this problem to them, but they don't realize that there's also so many bullshit things about the OnePlus 9, and I don't believe the OnePlus 10 is any better. You're gonna put a hotter chip in and expect us to just say that it's not gonna throttle the fucking dog shit out of itself. OnePlus, knock it off. Really. Your whole brand is gonna kill yourself. It's just gonna kill itself. It's not gonna have competitive gaming phones. You're not going to have competitive top spec devices anymore because they're not going to compete with other phones of the same bracket. You're lower end. Sorry. Your shit is cheaper for a reason because it's bullshit. I'm going to tell you right now that the Motorola Edge series is still better than like all your phones. I don't care if their phones aren't made of glass and metal. They could have a fucking plastic screen. I'm still gonna like it more because their software works, their display over HDMI works, their hardware works. They've got decent specs. They've checked the cooling. They checked the software twice, 3 times to make sure it fucking works. They didn't go and just throw the phone in and go, oh, here, OnePlus 8. Oh, here, OnePlus 8 Pro. Here, OnePlus 9. OnePlus 9 Pro. Those 4 phones should not exist. They should not exist. They are awful. They will always be awful. The OnePlus 7 and 7T and 7 Pro, mwah, beautiful. Love that pop-up camera. OnePlus 6, revolutionary. Every other OnePlus before that, revolutionary. Especially the first one with the Cyanogen, which I was delving into when it first came out, and I was like, what the fuck is Cyanogen, and what's it doing on a mainstream phone when I've got it here on my phone? Why should I pay for it? And they were like, oh yeah, this phone's rooted, the phone had top specs. Nah, man. All their other devices work. It's the 8 Pro, the 8. The AT is awesome. That 65-watt charging really settles it for me. And the flat display. The AT is awesome. 8 Pro, blah. 8, blah. The screen's cool, but its function is very messed up. It takes part of the bottom and top off because it curves it. So you lose that. And you've got to learn how to roll your finger off the edge to do sniper tricks and stuff. You can no longer just slam your finger off the screen because you never know if it's going to go around the curve or not by default. We could go into a rant about how that's true all day long. Don't want to do that. But that curve throws it off. That does the heaviness. I don't like it. I liked the weight of the AT. I thought it was perfect. It was the same as the 8. So I was like, why not just keep the 8? I didn't value charging until I realized that mine was slow. There was some other reason that I didn't have the T, and mine was brand new. Like, the dude never took it out of the case, and he never damaged the front because it always had a screen protector. And I just popped it off and was like, let's get this damage going. Because I'm going to abuse the fuck out of it. I'm going to put my fingers all over the damn thing and abuse it. I'll probably even take it apart at some point because that's the thing I do. I just think that it's fun. And I love technology enough to want to do that. There was another point that I had. I need to have a point thing up on my other phone so I can remember my points and my lines better. Because I do write lines. I don't write them down. Oh yeah, I was trying to get Venmo working. I don't have my old phone, so there's no way to log in. It's impossible now. In a little bit, I'm gonna do a league video. I should be fine doing league. Call of Duty is different. It's a lot of on-screen changes, whereas league is a lot of static things that never move except for me and maybe the other players. Like Call of Duty, the whole screen's constantly shifting, so that's a no-go till I get an 865. And then we'll be doing that. That will be fun. But we'll do League first because it's easy to do and it does work. And even against Minecraft, it's still better. And it shouldn't heat the phone up too terribly much. I do need to tweet to Riot though. Let me tweet real fast that a belief I have. It's a belief I have real quick. So we do at Riot Games support and we do at Wild Rift. Yes. And then Wild Rift Esports. Wait, hang on. At Wild Rift and at Wild Rift. Whoa, Wild Rift really has a I believe, what was I gonna say? What were we talking about? Oh, I believe Wild Rift is using too much CPU or GPU. I can never record at even lowest settings on any device without, man, my typing classes really paid off years ago. I'm still haven't looked down. Let's see. It even lowest settings on any, and I don't really know this keyboard either, on any device without it messing it up. I believe the recording is pushing either the CPU or GPU higher enough that by itself or just the game itself is fine, but add the other and they'll know what that means. They'll know what I'm going for. Their brain's gonna go da, 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 and fill in the blanks. It's gonna be easy. They're gonna go by itself and blah blah blah, and they'll figure it out. What I'm trying to say. And if they don't, they'll ask. They'll be like, "Where's the rest of it?" I'll be like, "I'm sorry. I ate it. I was hungry. I couldn't get any food, so I ate it." No. But I do have to go because I'm feeling nauseous, so I'll be back in a little bit. We'll have a league video today. It'll be fun. So I'll start uploading this now, and then we'll do the league when this one's done uploading.